post-game press conference with head coach Latanya Collins after the Detroit Mercy Titans concluded their home portion of the season with a setback to Cleveland State. So, Coach, first of all, take your thoughts on the game, because once again played them tooth and nail for the first half. Obviously, Johnny hit that sweet shot to give us a 2-point lead, and momentum was going, and then Cleveland State basically came in, and the third quarter was really the difference. They started out on I think it was a 21-5 run.
Yeah, it was.
And
Yeah,
that kind of was it.
yeah, no, absolutely. The story was turnovers and free throws. They shot 31 free throws today, and we had 25 turnovers. It's tough when you have live ball turnovers where the ball is still in play. That led way to 31 fast break points for them. And so that was the difference there in that quarter. They got the vast majority of them just fast break points and getting to the free throw line. And so that's tough there. The first half was absolutely it's a nail biter. Jana hits that half court or slightly over half court shot to put us up by two. We had good performances. We had two players in double figures at halftime. Tori Powell hit 5 threes to have 15 at halftime, and Monique Pruitt had 10. But if you look the second half again, we scored 13 points in the second half. They never score again in that second half. Sonia Peretta picks up and gets in double figures in that second half. But outside of that, just us not getting back, us not getting back, and us sending to the free throw line way too much.
And Coach, I'll talk about that for a second. So, I mean, with obviously Tori with a total hot streak, and then Monique, did they do anything different in the second half? Or they just couldn't get it.
Just couldn't get, yeah, just couldn't get going. She got we got a couple more shots off. I think they were more conscious. I mean, coming into this game, Tori was, I mean, about 18 or 19% from the three. So, they probably gave her a couple steps on that. And then after she hit a few, they made that adjustment of being there on the catch. So I can get that. And again, Mo, I don't think they made any significant adjustments there. She was working for those buckets early on, and she may not have gotten as many touches as she needed to get in the second half to be able to put to add a few more points there. But all in all, she was 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 10 and 7. Erlene had 13 rebounds. Didn't score as much as we would have liked her to.
A lot of close misses.
Yeah, I missed a lot of chippies around the basket today. Very well. Those 8 points could have very well been 16. We would have just finished around the basket. She was 4-14.
And talk about something. I will say this: the Spanish connection seems to be very bright, especially with Irene. And even though tough night for Figueroa,
Really tough night.
Sonia really picked up the pace. I mean, obviously with career high 11 points, but also 6 rebounds, 6 assists. So
Yep.
she definitely did step in when her fellow countryman was struggling. So talk about that connection, because it seems like at the end of the game, you definitely had a lot of them on the floor. The lesser or the underclassmen to see what they're.
Yeah, no, we definitely have to make sure that they get reps and give them an opportunity to get some experience. One of the things that hinders us a lot is that we didn't have a lot of chemistry this year. We don't have a lot of experience. And so giving them that, so moving forward, we can start pushing our way up, up the ranks there. I think Sonia, kudos to her. She played 34 minutes today. She hasn't been playing that many minutes. In Vertigo, 5 for 7 from the field, 1 for 3 from the three. That might have been her first 3 of the year. But 11 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. It was just a really tough night for Lucia. And and I repeated this before the game, and I probably should not have. But however, I remember hearing on the broadcast, I think she hit a 3 in every game for the last 8 games.
It was 9 actually.
Yeah.
I put that in the notes.
Yeah, and I read that, and then here we go. Boom, boom, boom. So much pressure here, and then she does not. But again, Lou's very, very young. Her first year Division I. She comes over as a sophomore, and so she's given us a lot. Just a rough night for her. So as we move forward, looking for more consistency from our underclassmen, so we'll know what to expect for next year.
All right, Coach, I appreciate your time, and definitely good luck on the road for the next 2 games. And
Thank you.
We'll see you back for tournament time.
Yep, see you then. Thank you.